Six reasons why working from home can negatively impact your life, especially during COVID-19, and how to avoid that. I've been working from home for many years now. I got used to the challenges and almost forgot I used to have them. But since COVID-19, I was reminded that I struggled for quite some time after I moved from working in an office to full-time at home. If you're still working from home now, or if you just want to hear that you weren't the only one going a little crazy over the last few months, this video is for you. Reason 1, you lose your routine. You used to have your morning all figured out. You got ready, picked a nice outfit and so on, and then left the house to go to work. You always enjoyed the nice little chit chat with your barista when you picked up your triple shot cappuccino on the way. And now you do none of that. And yes, for some, this was a super exciting change. But it wouldn't surprise me if most of us, a couple of months deep into Corona, are all a bit over it by now. What can you do about it? Best thing to do is to create a new routine and try to keep it similar to your usually going to work one. For example, still get up at the same time and get ready like you used to. And yes, don't stay in your pajamas. And instead of walking to the bus stop, you could go for a walk around the block. All of this indicates to your brain that work is about to start, and it will be easier for you to focus and get motivated. Reason 2, a decrease in job satisfaction and increased anxiety levels. Due to more distractions at home, it's harder to stay focused. We all know that fridge walk to check if a cake appeared since we last checked 30 minutes ago. It's also kind of tempting to do something you wouldn't be doing normally. Wait, can they watch me through my webcam? And when a colleague calls, you'll answer immediately because you feel like you have to prove that you're working at all times. All those distractions and added pressures can lead to you feeling less satisfied with yourself and become more anxious. How to avoid that? Make sure to dedicate a specific space in your home for work and stick to it. And no, working from the bed is not a thing. This way your brain knows when it's work time and when it's time to relax. This will increase your focus when working and allow you to actually relax and sleep deeply when it's bedtime. And put some water and healthy snacks next to your desk so you don't find excuses having to go to the kitchen all the time. And when colleagues call randomly, ask them to schedule a time with you. Unless it's super urgent, of course. On that note, reason 3, getting frustrated with your colleagues. This depends on your type of job, of course. But if it's a job where collaboration, communication is important, or if you're new to the job and need to ask many questions, this can get very frustrating. You can't get a hold of people, many people tend to assume a lot of things, and you're accidentally left out of conversations, or it's just harder to communicate in general. Try this. Schedule regular catch-ups with your colleagues and teams to get everybody on the same page. In many startups, for example, they do daily 15-minute working progress meetings. This way, everybody knows what each person did yesterday and what they'll be working on today. Also, practice patience. This situation is new to most people. The systems and processes aren't set up for this yet. Reason 4, it can blur personal life and work. Most people I spoke to start their workday earlier and finish later than they usually would in the office. The laptop is there, so why not check my emails? And there you are, having worked 10 hours straight. You might think you'll be getting more done working longer hours, but you don't. All this is doing is setting you up for the path to exhaustion. What to do instead? This is your chance to practice how to set boundaries. Set a clear distinction between work and private life. Set yourself clear start and finish times and stick to them. Unless, of course, there's some crazy deadline you need to meet, but that shouldn't be every day. Also, use the extra time you would usually spend traveling to and from work with something you enjoy. And don't you check your emails on the weekend. Reason 5, it can also affect your physical health. On a normal day at the office, getting to work, walking from meeting to meeting, and getting lunch down the road, I easily manage my 10,000 steps a day. Working from home, I hit around 500. But not only that, I also get less sunshine, I sit for far too long, and I possibly overeat. What can you do? Depending on the country you live in at the moment, you might still be in full lockdown, but try to get some sun and fresh air at least through the window. If you can leave the house, go for a walk or a run, just move your body. If you prefer sitting during work, make sure your chair is comfortable. But if your type of work allows it, try out a standing desk, or build your own with a few boxes or books, but be sure to put your laptop on the correct height. And keep your normal eating schedule and stay hydrated. And no, Coffee's not hydrating. Reason 6. Loneliness. This depends on the type of person you are. Some can be alone for days, some can't do 1 hour. It might not bother you at first, but even the most introverted people need social interaction. It's our nature. And a lack of social interaction can have a negative effect on our mental health. How to prevent that? Well, that's a toughie during Corona. But first I want to point out, being alone doesn't equal being lonely. This situation could be a great opportunity for those who can't stand being by themselves to practice this a little. You know, nothing wrong with a bit of soul searching. Alright, I get it. This situation is extreme. So try to stay in contact with friends and family over video chat. And as soon as your country's restrictions ease, go for a corona-safe walk with a friend, with distance and face masks. Then soon after, you'll be able to start meeting in pairs, and step by step, we will go back to normal. Well, the new normal. Alright, summing up. Get a routine and set clear boundaries. Dedicate a workspace and communicate with your colleagues on a regular basis. Get moving, use your free time wisely, and stay in touch with family and friends as good as you can. If you need some morning routine ideas, check out my other video, 8 reasons why not to look at your phone in the morning. I hope you're all doing okay out there, and until next time.